Hey there! Today's video is all about how you can be extremely captivating when you speak and how this one small behavior can completely transform the way you come across more confident and charismatic. And yes, I will be using some famous good-looking actors as an example, but you don't have to be a celebrity or a politician or any of that to be able to apply this one easy skill and be more magnetic when you speak. I've never shared this with anyone before. But when I was doing my second TEDx talk, somewhere in the middle, I froze. My mind blank. I lost my lines completely. My heart felt like it stopped. I panicked. There I was standing on that red carpet, right? A big moment. All these people watching me. All these eyes on me. But it's in that moment, those long silent seconds that felt like an eternity, I was creating anticipation. And it's that moment, that big mistake, that was the best thing that ever happened to me because I discovered the power of pausing, that power of silence. If you want to make an impact when you speak and be captivating and appear very confident, what you say matters and how you say matters, but when you say your words is very important. And that's exactly where the pause, the silent comes in. In his book, The Art of Public Speaking, Dale Carnegie says it so beautifully. Pause in public speaking is not mere silence. It is silence made designedly eloquent. You can apply this power of silence in your meetings, presentations, talks, even conversations, and you'll be so much more captivating. And I want to start with an example of a world champion in speaking. And I've learned a lot from watching how he does that. And by the way, you'll find a lot of speaking tips where I analyze celebrities, famous speakers to really learn from. And if you haven't done so already, can you hit that like button and the subscribe button? Thank you so much. Let's look at this 20-second clip and observe his pauses.
But this man was special. I looked at him and he looked at me. And then he said the most amazing thing. He said, "Son, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is."
Did you notice how his pausing keeps you engaged? It captivates, and it also creates anticipation, especially when he says, and then he said the most amazing thing. You just want to know, what did he say?
And then he said the most amazing thing. He said, "Son, I see something in you, but I don't know what it is."
Another great way to use the power of pausing is when you're asking a question. Let's just take a look at this short clip.
I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Have you ever had that problem?
He asks the question and then he waits. And that allows you, the viewer, the listener, the audience, to have a moment to think. You see, pausing really helps you, the speaker, as well as the audience. It helps you as a speaker to take a breath, to think about what's next. It helps you to transition between certain points or to emphasize a certain point. And it also helps you immensely to get rid of the uhs and ahs and all these filler words. I used to do that so much. I tried to fill up the gaps and I tried to fill up the silences thinking that would be smarter, but in fact it's annoying when every time I say and then again because I think. So when you just pause, create a moment to think, what am I going to say next, right? Pausing also helps the audience. The audience gets time to think when you ask a question. The audience gets time to digest and absorb what you just said. And pausing creates anticipation. It keeps them glued at their seat and waiting for what's next. Try to observe other speakers and notice the power of pausing. Just try it out yourself and notice how you can connect and command authority by doing so. Did you know that there is much more that you can do with silence? Being quiet can be a huge strength to appear more confident and charismatic. And there are so many ways you can use that. And if you know the actor Cillian Murphy, he plays in Oppenheimer and Peaky Blinders, he is an introvert. He doesn't like to talk about himself.
I don't really like talking about myself.
He's very quiet, very silent, and yet he is liked and loved by everyone. He doesn't say much at all. He does it in such a way, and he uses that power of quietness and silentness by using also other gestures without words, without speaking. And if you want to know and apply more of those gestures, you can't miss this video where I show you many examples of ways that you can just be that magnetic speaker and captivate and be charismatic and confident, even if you're silent. I'll see you there.